The Supreme Court ruling on the validity of the Right to Education Act and saying that yes, it upholding that act, saying it is constitutionally valid, the validity of the various provisions of the right to free and compulsory education, which includes a mandatory rule for private schools to reserve 25% of their seats for children from economically weaker sections of society. Remember, this is an act that was brought to the fore by Kapil Sibal, the Minister for Education, and he clearly is happy with today's developments here. NDTV's Kate Kyangre spoke to him just a short while ago.
The first reaction, the verdict that's come on the right to education, joining us now. Sir, it will be a victory of sorts for you because this is something you've maintained?
You know, litigation in court should never be, especially when government is involved, should never be looked at as victory or defeat. Because what government looks for in a litigation of this nature, because it impacts millions of people, is clarity.
Sure.
And what the court has given us today is clarity on the issue, so that all controversies are set to rest.
Right.
When controversies are set to rest, then our vision of education can move forward.
Sure.
So we're very happy that all the controversies have been set to rest, and there is clarity that the Supreme Court has given us.
Also, you know, challenging the constitutional validity of a policy that the centre had actually brought in that sense, wouldn't that also put the entire education process, because admissions happen year on year, isn't that also a worrying trend?
That is true, but the point is that citizens are entitled to go to court, and we cannot sort of curb or abridge their rights. That's a constitutional right. And courts give their verdicts. And therefore, I'm very happy that the court has set all controversies at rest. One of the biggest issues involved, as you know, was whether the reservation of 25% applies to private schools or not. From what you tell me, that the court has upheld that. So that sets that controversy to rest.
Right.
Also that it does not apply to minority institutions. It sets that controversy to rest.
Right.
So I'm very happy.
So in a sense, all those controversies or clarifications that were perhaps needed, those have now been set straight.
Exactly. I mean, and this is what we expect from court. I mean, we don't see. Remember, when you enact a legislation, it's never perfect. No legislation is ever perfect, because legislation deals with circumstances that exist. Circumstances change, right? And so people's perception changes. The nature of the economy changes, the nature of the education system changes. So there is no such thing as perfection in legislation. We keep on learning as we go on, and we're very happy that broadly the court has agreed with what we had said.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us. In fact, the Minister also saying there that the court has now in fact cleared all the controversies and set the record straight. In New Delhi with camera person Dhanpal, Kate Kyangre for NDTV.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.